We begin with breaking news tonight. North Korea says it has carried out a successful hydrogen bomb test.
North Korea has now successfully built and launched 2 intercontinental ballistic missiles.
With fire and fury.
Seoul made an offer of talks in an effort to ease tensions on the border.
Analysts say satellite images show North Korea continues working on its missile program.
I'm Danny Russel. I'm the vice president of the Asia Society Policy Institute in New York. And today, there's a lot of focus about Kim Jong-un, about North Korea on a day-to-day, week-to-week, short-term basis. But I thought it was important to do a longer-term look at future threat scenarios from North Korea because simply the fact that North Korea is now pausing its tests doesn't make the world safe. So now that North Korean, potentially nuclear-armed intercontinental ballistic missiles can reach all the way to the United States, it might be pretty risky for Kim to resume that kind of testing. But he still needs to find ways to create leverage to get the United States to make concessions to him. So what are his options? One option is proliferation. In other words, Kim could decide to sell nuclear plans or even a nuclear weapon to another regime such as Syria or Iran. But what's more likely is that Kim will choose to use cyber as his next weapon of mass destruction. After all, it's relatively low risk, it's low cost, and it's high impact. Do you remember the WannaCry malware? Do you remember the Sony Pictures hack? Hey, that was just the beginning.
만일 미국이 무모한 도발을 걸어온다면 우리 혁명 무력은 즉시 선멸적인 타격을 가할 것이며 전면 전쟁에는 전면 전쟁으로 핵 전쟁에는 우리 시기 핵 타격.
So the bottom line is, freeze or no freeze. North Korea represents a serious threat today and tomorrow. So the question is, what can we do about it? Paying Kim Jong-un off and renting some peace and quiet won't work because Kim is just going to keep raising the rent. Accepting North Korea's status as a nuclear state and allowing trade and investment to go forward, that's only going to strengthen the regime. It won't stop the threatening behavior. Military strikes, they carry enormous risk of turning into a full-fledged nuclear war. And regime change? Hey, even if that were something that the United States knew how to do, at best, it's a dangerous gamble. What's left among the options is what I call coercive containment. And here's what I mean by that. It's a combination of things: strong sanctions enforcement, very robust defense, that means strengthening our alliances, not shutting down exercises or talking about bringing our troops home. It means deterrence, making very clear to North Korea what the consequences will be from a provocative action or an attack. And it means denial. For example, denying North Korea access to servers in China that it uses to launch cyber attacks against South Korea, the United States, and other countries. Now, people claim that, hey, we've already tried pressure, we've tried sanctions, and they just don't work. But that's simply not true. It's no accident that Kim's peace offensive came right after China began enforcing a new UN ban on oil exports to North Korea. Look, coercive containment is a tall order. I know that. It's not something that we can do alone, and it's never going to be easy. But to paraphrase a quote by Winston Churchill, it may not be a great option, but it's the least worst of all the options that we have. Thank you for watching. If you're interested in reading the whole report, please just go to asiasociety.org/ASPI and you can download the issue. And if you like what you see and you're interested in Asia, please subscribe to our channel.